You finally get your newborn to sleep. You gently place them in the crib, and suddenly their arms fly out, their fingers spread wide, and they're awake again. If you've been wondering, why does my baby keep doing this? The answer is actually reassuring. In most healthy newborns, this is completely normal. It's called the Moro Reflex, and understanding why it happens can help put your mind at ease. What is the Moro Reflex? The Moro Reflex, also called the Startle reflex, is one of several reflexes babies are born with. Unlike intentional movements, it happens automatically. When it's triggered, your baby usually throws both arms outward, opens their hands, then quickly brings their arms back toward their body. Some babies cry afterward, while others settle back to sleep. Healthcare providers check for this reflex during newborn examinations, because it's one of several ways they assess how a newborn's nervous system is functioning. Why does it happen? Before birth, your baby spent months in a warm, snug environment where they were constantly supported. After birth, they're suddenly adjusting to bright lights, unfamiliar sounds, and a much bigger world. Because their nervous system is still developing, even small changes can trigger the reflex. Your baby's brain is developing rapidly, and their nervous system is still learning to process the world around them. That's why even small changes can trigger the Moro reflex. A loud noise, a sudden movement, being lowered into the crib, or even briefly feeling unsupported can all cause your baby to startle. To us, these changes seem minor. To a newborn, they're completely new experiences. Why does it wake my baby up? If you've ever thought, I finally got them to sleep, what happened? You're definitely not alone. Newborns spend much of their sleep in lighter sleep stages, making them easier to wake. When you lower your baby into the crib, that brief sensation of losing support can trigger the Moro reflex, causing those sudden arm movements that sometimes wake them. The good news is that this becomes less common as your baby's nervous system matures. Can you help reduce it? You can't stop the Moro reflex completely, but you may be able to reduce how often it interrupts sleep. Try lowering your baby into the crib slowly, placing their bottom down first, followed by their legs, and then their head. After you've laid them down, keep one hand gently on their chest for a few moments before letting go. That extra contact can help the transition feel less sudden. For babies who are not yet showing signs of rolling, safe swaddling may also reduce sudden arm movements. Stop swaddling as soon as your baby shows signs of trying to roll over. And always follow safe sleep recommendations by placing your baby on their back on a firm, flat sleep surface, with no loose blankets, pillows, stuffed toys, or crib bumpers. When should you talk to your pediatrician? In most newborns, frequent startling is completely normal. However, talk to your pediatrician if the reflex happens only on one side, is absent in a newborn, continues beyond about 6 months, or if your baby seems unusually stiff, floppy, or has feeding or developmental concerns. These signs don't necessarily mean something is wrong, but they do deserve a medical evaluation. The Moro reflex may interrupt a few naps, but in most babies, it's simply a normal part of early development. As your baby's nervous system matures, it naturally fades, and those sudden wake-ups become much less common. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to Baby Steps Daily for more evidence-based baby development tips. And tell us in the comments, has your little one ever startled themselves awake?